Some of the world's most famous people have a disability. Some of the best actors, athletes, artists, authors, and inventors had a disability. But they all had one thing in common. They didn't let their disability get in the way of doing what they loved. Here are some examples of famous people with a disability. David Beckham, one of the best professional footballers of all time. He's played for Manchester United, Preston North End, Real Madrid, and the list goes on. However, David suffers from OCD, or in other words, obsessive-compulsive disorder. Anything out of order is enough to cause conflict and must be attended immediately. But David Beckham didn't let his disability get in the way of doing what he loved. Stephen Hawking. This inspiring man had his mind set on what he wanted to do with his life at the age of 8. Unlike what his parents wanted him to do, Hawking wanted to be a scientist and study the universe. Unfortunately, at the age of 21, Stephen was diagnosed with ALS, also known as the Lou Gehrig's disease. This affects his walking, talking, breathing, and swallowing. But just 14 years later, he was Cambridge's first gravitational physics professor and received the Lucasian Professor of Mathematics Awards. He also published a book that was a bestseller and was made into a movie. As you can see, Stephen Hawking didn't let his disability get in the way of doing what he loved. Jim Abbott. He's thrown a no-hitter, won an Olympic gold medal in 1988, and has been on the popular TV show The Letterman. Jim Abbott was truly an amazing baseball player. He went from college baseball to the big league. But what made Jim stand out the most was that he had accomplished all that with just one hand. Jim was born with only one hand, but he had still achieved so much because he didn't let his disability get in the way of doing what he loved. Ladies and gentlemen, these are just a few of the hundreds and hundreds of successful people with a disability. No matter what disability you have, whether it be being deaf or blind or having no legs, having a disability should never, ever stop you from chasing your dream and doing what you love most. The thousands of people that have done great things and accomplished so much with disability goes to show how having a disability shouldn't get in the way of doing what you love. As Jim Abbott once said, it is not the disability that defines you. It's how you deal with the challenges that disability presents you with. We have an obligation to the abilities we do have, not the disability.